There have been long simmering tensions in Israel's war cabinet, but those tensions now appear to be bubbling to the surface, and that is with the comments by Gadi Eisenkot, a former chief of staff of the Israeli military and a member of that war cabinet. He was brought in as one of those opposition members, and now he is making comments in an interview on Israeli TV saying that there should be elections and that there should be elections soon, saying that they should come in the coming months, talking about a lack of trust in the current Israeli government. And he's speaking, of course, directly about Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. He is talking about a lack of trust, a lack of truthfulness, in his view, from the current government, and also a clash of priorities on this notion of, the two goals of the war being rescuing the hostages, securing their release, and destroying Hamas, saying that those two goals are increasingly in tension and that effectively Israel should prioritize the release of the hostages now and worry about destroying Hamas further down the line. Now, as these tensions bubble to the surface internally in the Israeli government, there are also growing tensions between the Israeli Prime Minister and his most important ally, and that is President Joe Biden. The two men actually spoke on the phone on Friday for the first time in nearly a month, and this call came just a couple of days after the Israeli Prime Minister effectively rejected the creation of a Palestinian state once again, saying that he sees it completely at odds with Israel's security needs. And that's notable, not because it's the first time that the Israeli Prime Minister has made these comments, because it's not. He's made these comments repeatedly, both during this war and in previous years. But it's especially notable because it comes as the U.S. government in recent weeks, in particular when Secretary of State Tony Blinken was here in Israel, have been pushing for the fact that this war between Israel and Hamas could actually present an opportunity for Israel's longer-term security and the creation of a Palestinian state, which the Biden administration very much sees as going hand in hand. They do seem to be trying to revive this notion of Israel-Saudi normalization, of Israel's broader integration into the region, and making clear that for all of that to happen, there does need to be the creation in the end at some point of a Palestinian state. So these comments by the Israeli Prime Minister very much putting him once again on a collision course with the U.S. president. We're told that during this conversation, they talked about the next phases of the war and post-war governance in Gaza. So many of these issues have been discussed for weeks now, and yet for now, the U.S. administration frustrated that the Israeli Prime Minister doesn't seem to be moving in their direction. Jeremy Diamond, CNN, Tel Aviv.